great, isn't it, Archie? It's great to have this young, exciting talent as one of the faces of the league.
And that partnership that Steve mentions with Erling Haaland as well, you could very easily lip read what they were saying to each other, or what Haaland was directing towards Reyna, because he said to him after one of the goals, "You pass to me, I score." That simple. So I think that you can see that Reyna's having to put up with a lot of energy from Haaland, particularly in the celebrations. You can imagine that Erling Haaland may be a bit of a wearing presence after a little while, but I think that what Reyna's done is that, I think particularly when you have the dribbling ability that he has, there can be a temptation to overcomplicate things. But his assists to Erling Haaland have just been simple passes where Haaland shows him where he wants the ball, and he'll just play a simple forward pass, and the diagonal run by Erling Haaland, and the finish then does the rest. So really impressed with Gio Reyna. In Germany here, they're getting very excited about him as well. I noticed that the commentator as well was very keen to point out just how young he was, because he doesn't even have his driver's license yet.
Wow. You look at this, Stephen, you look at this young crop of American players. Have we ever seen this sort of quality that is so well established so early on?
No, I don't think so. It's really exciting moving towards World Cup in 2 years, and 4 years beyond that, a World Cup in North America. So it's really exciting for U.S. soccer right now. The key for these young players is now to gel in the national team as well. So to build a strong core of players and a bond between those players to be a very difficult team or a side to beat. So that would be the key moving forward, obviously, for Greg Berhalter, the coach. He knows what he's doing, and he knows that. But that's the key for these young stars who are playing at these massive clubs is to put club ball away for those few national team trips and become a group or become a family for the U.S. national team to get results.
What do we say about Haaland, meanwhile, that we haven't said before, Archie?
I think I just did, didn't I?
That he's
Speaking about his energy.
That's it.
I think that what I will say is that hearing from his opponents, the Freiburg captain Christian Günther was just saying it's difficult because he uses pretty much every chance he gets. So I think he's got that reputation in the league. He was named already the shooting star of the Bundesliga by Kicker magazine over here last season. But the most interesting thing for me is, what's this battle going to be like for the Bundesliga Torjägerkanone, the golden shoe of the Bundesliga, between Erling Haaland and Robert Lewandowski this season? Okay, Andrej Kramaric is top of the scoring charts in the Bundesliga right now, but I think it's going to quickly crystallize into Haaland against Lewandowski. And that's going to be something interesting to watch, particularly because Leon Goretzka, Bayern midfield motor, was saying after the game that he'd actually said to Lewandowski before his 4 goals against Hertha that, you better get going quickly, because the way that the other players are playing, and Lewandowski did quite well.
Yes.
So that's one battle I'm really looking forward to this season.
Steve, defending against Haaland must be a nightmare because of the number of assets that he brings to the table.
Yeah, he's big. He knows how to use his body. He can beat you in the air. He can beat you on the ground. He's fast. But what really shines to me in his game is his ability to learn, and he gets better. He learns from defenders. He learns from goalkeepers. And I know in the Super Cup, he had a big chance against against Manuel Neuer. And Neuer stuck out his big paw and made a great save. But that's something that Haaland is going to learn from. He's going to go the next time to the other corner, the next time he goes up against Manuel Neuer. So this is the scary thing about this forward. He already has so many tools, but he also has the brains to go with it. He's going to get better and better, I fear. So I think, I think Archie had a good point. It's going to be a great race between those two, but I think Haaland beats out Lewandowski this year. I mean,
wow.
Lewandowski had a fantastic season last year, and it's going to be very difficult to replicate. So I got my money on Haaland this year.
Well, Steve's saying that you can't see Lewandowski getting into double figures this year. Archie, what do you think?
The key thing is, we had one of the rare things in Robert Lewandowski's career happen in March, and the corona pandemic covered over it, but he got injured. And that is something that just does not happen to Robert Lewandowski. You go back all the way through to his time in Poland, and he'd not missed back-to-back games for his clubs until the corona pandemic came, and that covered over the injury. So the key thing is, can Robert Lewandowski stay fit? Hansi Flick, the Bayern coach, was saying that Lewandowski scored 4 yesterday, but he wasn't even at 100%, which sounds a bit like a threat, if anything, that he can get even better. But I think that Lewandowski's still going to be it sounds like sitting on the fence, but I just can't see past the way that Lewandowski makes goals for himself from situations where he's not the favourite to score from those positions, like his second goal from Chris Richards' assist the other day. I think that's what makes him out as the #1 goal scorer in the league. Erling Haaland hasn't quite shown that just yet. He's got everything, but the way that Lewandowski makes those goals out of nothing, I think is probably the standout asset that he has.
And what's the name of the top scorer, the Golden Shoe again, Archie? Let me get this right.
Torjägerkanone.
The Torjägerkanone.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.